welcome to my channel, Pale Sunbird. Today I'm going to show you the process for one of my illustrations. I didn't even use like watercolor, just like markers and ink and coffee. So this I called The Journey. It has many details and you'll see the step by step. So I want you to relax and breathe and connect with each other. Imagine a cozy sanctuary where art and the quiet nature of being a human intertwine for us to create. If you ever felt the universe whispering its secrets, but life is too noisy to listen, you are exactly where you need to be. Meet the magician, a weaver of illusions and yet a revealer of truths. I truly love this concept. Even when I look at my tarot cards, I just feel drawn to it. I feel that we are two magicians and alchemists because we literally transform our fear into curiosity. We just create, and these shadows and these things that makes us fearful of ourselves and the external world simply are turned into stories, and with time that's what they are, stories and nothing more. So it's not about escaping life but diving deeper, and that's what the magician is the possibility of change and transformation and mutation. I think that makes us a bit more courageous, and it's the step forward to find our own path and to face that shadow that sometimes overwhelms us because we reject it constantly. That kind of thing and that kind of behavior, I do understand it's difficult to handle, and it's a life worth work within ourselves because we are changing. This shadow also changes and mutates with us, with our light. So the bigger the light, the bigger the shadow. That's what I'm trying to say. With this courage, let's find our passions and power, turn around to this shadow and listen to it because it's a part of yourself as well. Let's not villainize ourselves and our more weak side. We are stronger than we want to believe. So we can dive deeper and dance the dance of transformation and let ourselves go with the flow, with the wind, disattaching our minds from our ego who simply craves to control the uncontrollable. The tree, which represents the journey. I truly love this part. I feel the tree was the most satisfying of all because I used ink and pen. I think I have it over here. I think I bought it like 1 year ago and I just feel teletransported to another era. It's just satisfying to hear the pen with this texture of the watercolor paper. Truly recommend it. Even if you're only going to do circles and lines, you'll be in heaven. This tree is also a mirror to our own lives. The roots are our ancestors and how they somehow influence this journey. I feel that it's all connected, even though we are not even aware of that. We are all notes in a single song, a symphony of souls learning to listen. And for us to do this journey, we have to open our hearts to truly understand what they are saying. And not only with words, but with the food they make, with the clothing they use, with their stories. Everything tells a story. Why do I love so much the most basic lunch, which is rice and eggs and tuna and popcorn and fried plantain? Because my grandmother made it for me once and over and over again, and for her this was something to apologize for because we didn't have more. But for me, that was so abundant. And that was my favorite one of all. With agua de panela, which is cane sugar, but as a drink. And those are the things that just I brought with me everywhere. Even though it's just a dish, it just reminds me where I'm from. It just reminds me of her and our traditions and our family and our story. So this is the journey. The journey started generations ago. And even though our journey is unique, I think we have to make peace even with the parts of our roots that we don't feel easy about, that we don't feel good about, because somehow previous generations just inherited the things that cause a lot of pain, and now as a new generation we carry with that. So as I said, the magician, we transform and we mutate and we face those things, these shadows that perhaps a part of it doesn't belong to us. So yeah, this is the tree. This is the journey. It started a long time ago and perhaps will end after a million of years, after a lot of generations in front of us. And we are just planting a little seed that we have to water, and we have to teach others to water it with us. So this tree can grow and have very strong roots. That's what it means. And also you'll see in this illustration other details of this character. And I draw the chamomile because when I was growing up, every time I felt sick, every time I felt tired, I received a cup of tea with chamomile. It's just so healing. Of course, it's not the only one, but it's the one that's in my core. This character just growing these plants, the seeds we plant, facing the unknown. We always talk about the unknown, but I'm very fearful of it, actually. Even like traveling and just thinking of meeting new people and new scenarios I'm not prepared for because I'm so cozy at home. I don't give a chance, but we have to. Allows us to have faith, a bit more optimism. Perhaps we encapsulate in this state of coziness. We forget to explore, have an adventure. Not knowing what's beyond is also the sweetest magic. If you believe in the universe, if you believe in a God, if whatever you believe, I think the journey itself wants to surprise you. And it's nice to have a little bit of mystery. That's what I'm trying to think when I face new scenarios that sometimes look a bit scary. Don't rush. Start by being more compassionate with yourself. I often carry with me a notebook. It's leather. So nice. Remember, this is a artisan's cave. I'll put the link below. I don't know, I feel compassion have many ways, not simply words. I like to draw, and these little things is like, wow, a little bit of beauty in my life. And I just look at it and it's like, yeah, there are no words, but this is enough for me. Compassion have many shapes, many ways to be expressed with you and with others. Try to do that and find your own voice, find your way to feel comfortable with your alone time as well. I feel we are so lonely sometimes. I think we are connected because of social media, but we feel lonely, and it's normal and it's okay and it's a part of it. We forgot how to be bored, we forgot how to be alone with our own thoughts, and it's okay. We have to remember, little by little, remember that there is courage within yourself to explore and question, and it's okay to get lost. It's fun to get lost because then you can ask someone to show you the way. Ask the stars. Remember that life is not a race to win or lose. Don't compare your journey with the others. Allow yourself to enjoy the dance one step at a time. Okay, so here we are in the very ending. Thank you so much for giving me a little bit of your time. Well, every ending is a new beginning, so don't worry, I'll be making more of these. As the loved one says, I'll just share this with you because I really like that. You are every star, every soul, every creature, every question, and every answer. Take it as you will. And if this content resonated with you, please come back. Consider subscribing. No pressure. Yeah, thank you so much. Wow, looks so pretty with the sunlight. Oh, it's the chamomile and the little girl over there.